Hi there, this is Java Jim in First Line Equipment, and here today we have the Lelit Bianca. Just to make you aware, if you did not know, Breville purchased Lelit in Italy in 2022. Since then, they have been including an extra Gicluer. This is the little piece that's in the group head here, and the reason why is because there has been a little bit of an uptick of issues with this breaking inside. And how do you know that this Gicluer broke? And this is not your standard one. The hole is 1.5 millimeters as opposed to half a millimeter or even 1 millimeter on other machines that have this without the flow control. Well, when you're operating the machine and you have it all warmed up and heated up and you got water pumping, the way to test this is full open here, full closed here. Now sometimes it will touch the front wall, most times it won't. If you're still getting a lot of flow, a drip or two I'm okay with, but a lot of flow, it means typically this Gicluer is broken. And in our test, before sending this out to the customer, as this machine has been sold, we noticed that there's no stoppage of the flow coming through the group head. So now you're going to need some tools. They include one extra with the machine when you purchase it. If you use it to fix it, they, as far as I know, as of today, they will not send you another replacement. Okay, that is just in case it happens on a new one. If it doesn't happen on your new one, then you're lucky for the future. Anyways, you're going to need some tools here. An easy out. Okay, so when you're threading this in, okay, this easy out can remove the portion that's stuck inside the group head. You'll see that. Also a flathead screwdriver, very tiny. A crescent wrench, a 2 millimeter Allen key. And if you notice here, there is a little tip. It might be very, very hard to see, but there's a little tip so you can angle it if you need to. And also some needle nose pliers. Now to start, unplug the machine from the wall outlet. Make sure the machine is cold so you don't burn yourself on the group head. Okay, so make sure you do those things before you start. You'll see a little pinhole back here behind the paddle, and basically you'll get your 2 millimeter Allen key and turn it counterclockwise so you can get the paddle off. If you notice this is on the closed position, I will bring it open, okay, open again to there on the flow control, and I'll explain why later. Take that off, get our crescent wrench, and this is an 8-inch. Now you can put some masking tape if you like, but just gently, okay? Get this needle valve off, start it, and then the rest by hand. The reason why we wanted to bring it out is so when you insert this back in, you're not going to break the next Gicluer and you're not going to bend the needle. Now, if you look here, okay, we have the nut that's attached, but we have no threads. Okay, the threads are stuck inside here. Okay, so this may be difficult to remove. Try by hand to remove that portion. If this moves, again, counterclockwise. So this is in the full down position. When we put this back, we want to make sure it's all the way out this way. Take that out. Now, some customers have used a screwdriver to get in here, but before that, there is a little stainless steel filter that you need to remove. On the flow control device, group heads, this will be shorter. On the this will typically be longer. Let's put that aside. Do not lose these little things. Now, some customers have taken a screwdriver and went in and wedged it to turn it, okay? That you can try and start. Usually, customers will be very successful. However, if you're not, you can try, let's see if this one will work here. You can try the 2 millimeter. I'm getting a little bit of a slight turn on the Allen key, but still not working. So in some cases, you will need to use the easy out. And basically, I'll get that into the hole. And I'm doing by hand. You may need a wrench. And what it does, it kind of builds the threads in here. Actually, I can probably use the needle nose or the wrench. Okay, now it's started. Now I'll do it by hand. And it came out. Okay, so there's the threads. Now, the one thing I forgot to bring here, I do forget things, is a 7mm socket wrench. I'll be right back to get the 7mm socket, and I'll show you with the tape. All right, I'm back here. Here's our 7mm socket. It has actually some tape on it, because we've done this before. Also have some extra masking tape. Let's see if this can hold it. So it holds it. There we go. So we can try to start this by hand, okay, and get that in there, get it threaded. Okay, and my general rule of thumb is by hand till it stops, okay? Take your socket wrench and just, let's get this the right way, clockwise. Okay, 1/8 to 1/4 turn, more of a 1/8 turn. You don't want to over tighten it, because if it breaks again, the threaded portion will be more difficult to get out. Now we'll put our screen back in, right over. Okay. Now remember, the needle, this has to be out as far as possible. There is a white gasket here that should stay on the top. Can be reused. These things can last a long, long time. And typically can take this out like 10 times and this will probably still be good. We'll thread this in by hand first. Okay, don't cross thread. Make sure it goes in nice and easy. Hand tighten. Okay. Again, 1/8 of a turn. Easy on the metal so you don't scratch. Okay, up to a 1/4 turn. There's 1/8. Put that there. Now, you'll take the paddle. You'll keep going this way. Okay, to the closed position. Now you're bringing the stem down. Okay, now it stopped right kind of there. You don't want to over tighten. Now it stopped there. We're going to lift up the paddle and move it here. Now, in the stop position, okay, let's see if we can go over one. Okay, one's right there. And right there, the stop position actually hits the front wall. So, same stuff, but sometimes it touches, sometimes it doesn't. And then we'll take our Allen key driver here, and we'll just tighten it clockwise. And now we have nice motion there, just like we did before. Plug in your machine, fill the tank, warm it up, and test. Make sure there's no leakage coming from this area right here, and make sure you do have stoppage on the flow control if that's what you desire. Some customers actually want a little bit of a drip. They don't want to go to zero flow. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels as well as our social media accounts that we have. Share the information. And once again, thanks for watching. This is Java Jim with First Line Equipment. Have a wonderful day, and as always say, coffee first, everything else second. Take care.